Good evening, everyone. This is Chrissy Ray, your talk show host for Take a Stand. How's everyone doing today? Everyone's doing good?
Doing great.
Okay, today you're listening to the WCEG network on WCEGTalkRadio.com, the worldwide community empowerment group. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram at WCEG underscore talk underscore radio. Call in and or Skype 1-678-619-1402. Join the conversation, ask questions, or make comments. We're your 501c3 nonprofit community radio station. Please consider making a tax-deductible donation to help support our broadcast. You can go to our website or call our office at 404-490-8646. Thank you in advance. Today we are speaking with Cedric Brown of the Cedric Brown Collections. He is a famous designer here in Atlanta, Georgia. How are you doing today, Cedric?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I am doing great. How was your weekend?
The weekend was it was pretty good, pretty busy as well. Yesterday was Easter, so just trying to wrap things up basically.
So did you work on Easter?
No, I went to church on Easter and spent time with family.
Oh.
How about you?
Oh, you know what? We had a great time. Got the day started a little bit later than what we expected. We wanted to get there to the first service, but, it was just too much going on. So we got there around 11 o'clock to that second service, but we had a fantastic time. Okay. Everybody had a good time yesterday at church. But we want to get right into who is Cedric Brown and how did you get started with building your fabulous collection?
Okay, I'm Cedric Brown. 27 years old, and I'm an international artist and fashion designer.
Wow.
And I paint abstract designs and I get them made into fabric. So a person just don't wear a scarf, tie, kimono, sock,
Did
or
you
necktie.
say sock?
Socks.
Oh, wow. For ladies and men?
They're really for men, but I have ladies that buy them as well.
Okay. Don't leave us out.
But so you just don't wear those items. You wear a piece of art, and those are the items that I currently have in my collection. I've been in business now for 4 years. I'm a graduate of Savannah College of Art and Design. I majored in fashion design there. My work has been seen on CNN, Jezebel, Sheen Magazine, Tut Magazine. A few celebrities like actress Vivica A. Fox, rapper Young Thug, the CEO of Lowe's, Marvin Ellison, and news anchor Javita Moore. They've been seen wearing my pieces as well.
Oh my gosh! Well, you are doing your thing in the age, 27 years old. So, what happened to get you into the scene of taking your artistry and turning it into abstract designs and pieces for people to wear? How did that come about?
Okay, since I was a toddler, I've been to scribbling fashionable women on paper.
Oh wow!
I used to like to dress my mom, maybe tell her certain things I think she should wear. And by 5th grade, I discovered what a fashion designer was, and at that time, it was like Sean John, Fat Form,
absolutely,
all those brands that were big.
Mashoot, Carcanine.
Oh yeah, well no, Carcanine was a little before. I'm saying when I was in 5th grade.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So it was I want to be like them or like Ralph Lauren one day and have my own clothing line. But I didn't never really have a fashion background. I always had an art background. And in high school, I got involved in an art program called the Youth Art Connection. I started winning a whole bunch of art competitions. And then that kind of helped me get scholarships to pay my way to go to SCAD. And in my senior collection at SCAD, we have to do research for a project, for our main project, our thesis. And over the summer, we're supposed to do a lot of research. That particular summer, I was in New York, and I decided to go to the Met Museum.
So, at what age did you go to New York? Because New York is a big thing, a big city. A lot of people in the 20s, sometimes 30s, are still trying to get to New York.
Really,
big city.
I'll say that I've been to New York numerous times, but this particular time, this is 2013. I was there doing an internship, and so. I went to the Met Museum. They had this exhibition called the Punk Chaos to Couture exhibition. And it had all these punk themes,
wow, different.
All these designers, a lot of British designers, all these heavy metal leather jackets, But what they did have there, they had a lot of hand painted, like on leather jackets, silk,
Yes.
everywhere, just like splattered everywhere. And I was like, oh, so I was like, let me experiment. And I had some silk organza sample at home, and I was like, let me try putting some paint on here just to add this to my research.
Yeah.
And so when we got back to school that next semester, the teacher went over everybody like research,
Yes.
and he was being really harsh and critical, like, "Oh, this is trash. This is
Oh
not
wow,
good."
my
Blah blah
goodness.
blah, like to everybody in the whole
Oh
class.
my goodness.
And when he got to my sketchbook, he was like, "Oh, this is not good. This is not good. But this is the only thing that I see in here that I like. This right here, this piece, which was the organza with the paint."
Yes.
He was like, "That's your meat and potatoes there. That's what you should focus on." And so
Wow.
I kind of like with that him telling me that, I was like, okay, my whole collection is gonna be about my art background and combining it with my fashion.
So isn't it great that God brought you to something in the beginning with your art, and you steered away from it for a little bit because you thought you needed to do something else, but He brought that thing back around full circle. You did that.
What you mean by that?
Well, you know what I'm saying is that he brought it back around to
No,
you.
because I never
So you never veered away from the art direction of trying to do something different.
No. I
So
mean,
you
it's
stayed
always
focused.
evolved in
Okay.
art. Yeah.
Okay. So from the beginning you were with art, and you stayed focused all the way through, but you just started doing the art on the
Fashion.
Well,
Yes,
that's what I
ma'am.
was.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what I was trying to get to. So you started, and then you ended, and you put it onto something else
Yes,
to make
ma'am.
even more.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a lesson right there.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. So for younger people, what would be the ideal? What would be the advice that you would give to someone as a young adult trying to get to be in your shoes, or in another capacity as far as their desire of what they want to be, like another field? Maybe it may not be art, but what kind of information can you give them? Advice can you give the youth? Someone that may be listening now to what you're saying.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna look at it more so from an artistic perspective, but I think it can go from what I'm finna say can go to any major, anything you want to become in life.
Okay.
You can have all the talent and the skill in the world, but with somebody I've recently read, the hustle is sold separately. So regardless
All
of
right.
what kind of talent you have, I've seen people who can be like, even when I went to SCAD, the top artists, whatever.
Yes.
That does not mean anything when you graduate. It does not guarantee you a job. Does not guarantee
Yes.
people to buy your product.
Yes.
Doesn't guarantee you anything. You have to still be out there, putting yourself out there, being nice to everybody, showing respect to everybody, being in the community. You have to have that type of hustle. That would be my advice to any young person. I also would say, definitely get involved in community projects, network with people, learn. That's how you learn about opportunities that just don't come to everybody.
Absolutely.
That'd be my
So
best
getting out
advice.
and hitting the venues,
Yes.
different venues, from different cultural aspects, not
Yes.
just one, but all of them.
Yes.
You would say would be something that you could tell the youth and just people in general of how you gained your success.
Yes, I'd say that. And when I was in high school, and just looking back, like I said, I did attend the Youth Art Connection, was a part of the Boys and Girls Club. So
Oh wow,
I would
Boys and
say
Girls Club, really?
when you're in high school, stay active in those type of programs. Because a lot of times I meet a lot of young people when they get
Wow.
that age, high school. Oh, I'm too grown for that. I'm too old for
Oh,
that.
no.
I ain't going to Boys and Girls Club no more. I ain't going to that no more. Like, we don't want to do that no more. And you just missing out on the whole field of opportunities. So definitely always stay open, like stay involved in organizations like that. Do give back projects, community service. And if you're a part of any type of organization in school, always try to get like a leadership role. Those are the type of things you want to add to your resume and build your portfolio on to like really hit and make yourself stand out. That would be my advice to a young person.
Well, hey, you did it and it worked for you.
Yes.
So I mean, look, there's no. I always say there's no right for one person. There's right for everybody.
Yes,
especially guys. So it's what he'll do for one, he'll do for for the next person too. You
Yes.
just have to have faith
Yeah.
and hustle.
Yes.
Yeah, and hustle
Faith
because
without
it does.
work is dead.
Yeah, faith without work is dead. That's
So-
where that hustle comes in, and people don't understand. They I think they kind of get it twisted a little bit. when young people say, I got to get my hustle on. Well, it's the same thing from back in the day. When fathers and mothers were getting up, going to work, and they were working hard and to the beat of their brow. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
That it's just named differently.
Oh yes.
So yes, you definitely have to get your hustle on. So by you getting your hustle on, tell me how it felt to get the first name person, big name person, to wear your designs.
I'll say not even about a name who
right?
wears my stuff. Anytime I see anybody walking, like you today, you have my kimono
Yes.
on, so that put a bright smile on my face. Like anytime I see people wearing my product, they're confident in it, they're loving it. Like
Yes.
that puts a smile on my face. So when people tag me on Instagram and show like, oh, I'm wearing your pocket square today, I'm wearing your scarf today. And it's even better though if I walk into a room and
I
it's
gotta
just
give
such
you a
a
high five on
surprise.
that one.
Like
I gotta
it's
give you a
like,
high five.
wow, you have all my stuff. That means a lot. I feel like any artist and designer dream, just to see people wearing your stuff and loving it. That's the greatest thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I had to ask that because see, with dealing with a lot of the youth and young people that I come in contact with on a daily basis, there is, especially in the because we're inner city, culturally, I wouldn't say divided, but we have this big culture, era here in Atlanta, with everybody is related to name. They name drop a lot. So this is good for you to be a young person and say that. See, some of us older heads feel that way. It doesn't matter.
Well, I will say, when I'm out selling my stuff, I will say like the people who wear my stuff, because certain people, consumers, they won't buy anything unless they think this is the it brand or this person is wearing it. So sometimes I do have to use that to sell, but I wouldn't say this is like my overall happiness. Like, I mean, I will say I have a few celebrities, like for one, like rapper Young Thug. When I was in New York, I had made a list because I wanted to come back home to Atlanta. I didn't like living in New York. And I was like, had made a list of people I would like to get to who I know is known and recognized in the fashion industry.
Yes.
And at the time, he definitely was known. So I had wrote a list saying, like, when I get to Atlanta, there's somebody I want to get to. So it was like affirmation. God opened up the door because, like, I bumped into him in the mall one time, and I was doing a photo shoot, and my models was there. And somebody in his entourage was trying to talk to one of my models. And then she was kind of like, not paying them no mind. And rapper Young Thug had walked off.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, wow, I have merchandise. Let me try to give that. I was like, can you give this to him? And he was like, yeah. I didn't hear anything back. I got home. My mom was like, you need to be giving these folks your stuff and blah, blah, blah. But she don't know who the rapper Young Thug is. So I didn't hear anything back. And a couple months later, I was in Lenox Mall again because I used to work at Carter's Oshkosh, which is located there.
Oh, okay.
And I was on my lunch break, and I bumped into him in the mall going through Macy's again.
Yes.
And I was like, this is my second time bumping into him. I'm not going to let him just walk by. Long story short.
Ambition.
I followed him into Neiman Marcus, and his security guard was like, no, come back again another time. I had my box and my merchandise, and I was like, I'm an artist and fashion designer. I make scarves, ties, and bow ties. Can I just give him my card? He was like, oh, these are nice. God must be with you today or something. So he told me to follow him. And when I got downstairs, I would tell the story, and I say that I'm happy for him wearing my stuff because his personality, me, him in person. I was shaking his hand. I was seeming nervous. And I was like, what you being nervous for? I was like, because I gave you something a month ago. I didn't hear anything back. And he was like, I didn't get nothing a month ago. Nobody gave me no scarf.
Look at
and
there.
I was like, what? And long story short, he was like, how much you charge for these? And I was like, I charge $90, but I've been doing sample sales. And he's like, I want to buy all of them. And in the middle of Neiman Marcus, he put out a stack of money and just gave it to me. I like telling that story because
look at there.
So that was somebody I wrote on my list I wanted to get to. And then he'll randomly shout me out. Well, not really shout me out, but he'll take pictures with my scarves and stuff on Instagram and stuff. So that was like a great experience. But
And look at what you said. He didn't, and shout out to, that's big because he didn't say, well, yeah, if you give them to me, then I'll shout you out. He was respectful of your call and your hustle.
Yeah.
And the fact that you were a designer out here trying to make it, and you had good quality stuff. So not only did he say, hey, I'm going to do this. I like your stuff. I'm going to pay you what you charge for your stuff. Do you understand? For your items. That's big. Yeah, that's big because I do know that sometimes you have the the exchange, or what you do for me, what you know, and at times that could be okay, but everybody hustle has to be paid in order to continue to hustle.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah, I like telling that
That's
story just
amazing.
because like nobody can tell. Even though I know he have a lot of backlash in the
Yes.
media, but personally, me meeting him, you can't tell me nothing negative. Because a lot of times when I meet artists,
Yeah.
they want me to give them something for free. They don't want to shout you out.
See.
They don't want to, you know
See.
what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
when
So that's
somebody does do
awesome.
that,
Yeah.
that's definitely genuine. But
Absolutely. And that.
anytime people wear my stuff though, I'm happy. I'm thrilled. You know. So
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, I absolutely love it. I came across you through a family friend, well, family and a family friend, and I love anything unique and that's different. And even with me having a boutique myself, I still like other unique items, and especially designer when it's coming from a designer base. Because of being a stylist, first and foremost, I have to have unique pieces when I'm styling my clients. So yours were very unique in nature, and I wanted to, test the waters and see exactly who you were and what your product was about. So I actually used some of your items and some of my styling commercial ads, and I think we just styled a young lady from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
I'm so happy to work with you. Cause like I said, the hustle is sold separately. Cause I studied fashion design in school, but they don't really teach you about the business of fashion and the importance. Now that I'm in business and I'm
Yes,
learning how the press and all those things work, I do know it's important to work with stylists. And so it's always good when you around genuine people um, that have style, people that confident, people that have great personality that's out there networking too. And then also is this in Atlanta, because a lot of
yes.
stylists are not based here,
Oh,
so
I know.
so it's always good to have those kind of contacts and connections. So I'm forever grateful.
Oh yeah, I definitely we had a great time on set. We, and that's always good when you can get two or three people together that have like minds but do separate things and have separate entities, but
Yes.
everybody can come together for the good of a great cause. And that's exactly what we did here at the beginning of this month. So I'm excited to see the pictures. I know you are,
I am.
and we're just gonna keep moving. We're just gonna keep pressing forward and look, let God lead us to wherever we shall go.
Yes.
I just want to. What does your mom think about all this? I know she has to be super excited as a mother myself. One of my sons were out there doing, and I love all of our children, and they're all talented. But when they get to be on the level, that you are on or whatever in their own capacity, I'm just going to be sitting pretty. So I know your mom is probably sitting pretty somewhere, right? Yeah.
Yeah, she is. She loves it. She's very supportive. She actually, I feel like now she acts like she runs the business.
Well, she
Like
does. You still her
she,
baby.
but she likes to come to the events. I think
Okay.
she looks forward to it, and she loves wearing my pieces too. Like we have
Absolutely.
things coming up, and she's talking about going shopping for something to wear that matches my scarf. So I think she's loving
Oh yes. So she never has to worry about Mother's Day because you got that down pat. You be the design and come up with you'll come up with something else for a little look. I don't have to go. I got this.
it.
So yeah. So what are future projects that you're working on, if any? Do you have anything that you want to share?
Yeah. So I have a few upcoming shows. This right. I feel like I have a mentor named Mr. Lennon. He's
Okay.
82, and he was
Oh,
like,
he's 82.
Cedric, I
Okay.
can't keep up with what you're doing.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I feel the same way about myself now. Like I can't. It's like I can't keep up. Almost. It's like
Wow.
darn.
So you need an assistant.
I do need to. I need like another hired help. I do think
Yeah, you
so. But
need an assistant.
I have things coming up like in Atlanta, the Emmett Park Arts Festival this weekend.
Okay.
Have a couple like scholarship luncheons and things that are coming up. I'm doing an event with the Deltas, the Mad Hatters scholarship
Okay.
luncheon. I'm
Okay.
doing an event in Tucker called Art Tucker. And next month, I'm very proud of this project I've been working on since the beginning of the year. I'm working with this law firm called Evershed Sutherland,
Okay.
and they commissioned me to make scarves, ties, socks,
Wow.
and they're giving them out as gifts
Look at
at this
there.
conference at the International Trademark. Association conference in Boston, Massachusetts next month, and I
Oh
get
my
to go too.
goodness.
So
Yes.
I'm super excited about that. And I have other projects and stuff that's coming up too. So, but those are the things that's coming up in the next month. So
Oh wow. So this Saturday, is it Friday? It's Friday, Saturday,
it's Saturday and
Sunday?
Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday.
Hmm.
Now where will you be at again? So maybe if someone wants to come out there and check you out,
Oh yeah, the Emmett Park Arts Festival. It's off Euclid Avenue. I think it's Euclid Avenue.
Euclid, yeah, I've
And
heard of it.
you just go down the street and it's like the park. It's like a lot of art street vendors, like people who sell lemonade and all those kind of
Yes.
cool things or whatever. So
Okay.
it's if you in Atlanta, I think you would love it. You'll be like, oh wow, I didn't, if you've
I'm
never
gonna have
been
to
to it
check that.
before,
I've never been to it. I may have to just come and check it out.
oh, you're gonna be amazed because I
Yeah.
love it when I did it last year. So
Okay, so this is your second year doing it?
the Emmett Park Festival, yes.
Emmett Park Festival. So if you're in the Atlanta area or you're coming up to Atlanta this weekend and you want something different, exciting, fun, you get to there's eateries there, people
Yeah,
with
yes.
food
You
trucks
can bring
and
kids too.
you can bring kids. So it's a family event,
Yes.
family friendly event. So come out and check out Mr. Cedric Brown with Cedric Brown Collections at the Emmett Park Festival.
Yes.
From what time?
I think it's from 11 to 7.
From 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
will be amazed at his designs. You will be amazed at I'm sure all of the vendors there. You will have fun. And it's going to be Saturday and Sunday. So if you have nothing else scheduled to do or you're trying to add something to your book, this will be a great way to get out with family and friends and network and enjoy and eat and shop and get something a little different and fabulous from his collection. And it's not just for women, it's for men too, because I want you to do a breakdown of what you sell as far as like, so because like if I didn't know any better, I would just think because you're a male that you're just strictly doing something for the men.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Why?
Well, I mean, because
All the
well,
famous
I
men designers
know,
that make women clothes.
I know, but I'm looking at you today, and I'm seeing your shirt. I would have never, you know what I'm saying? I just would have never guessed. So if you don't know, then you go to guessing, and so
That's true.
yeah, we don't want people to guess what you do. We want them to know exactly what you make.
Okay. So yes, I make scarves. I make neckties, bow ties. I make kimonos. I make socks, and that's it. But I started off making scarves at first, and then I expanded, and I had me and extra for things. So I made pocket squares. I make pocket squares too.
Yes.
And then I added neckties and bow ties to the collection. And last year, I added kimonos and socks. And also, I forgot a project I'm working on. I'm working with the AME Church, the Georgia district, and I was commissioned also by them to create it's almost like an African style print for their upcoming
Okay.
quadrennial conference in July. So it's something
Oh,
else that I've been working on recently. So
see?
plan on doing a photo shoot and stuff with them too. So
Oh, I'm excited. That sounds fun.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So even what you have on today, that's a male item. Now that is fabulous. Does that come in a cardigan for women?
so
Because I look, purple is our color.
this is a silk shirt. Yes, I only made one sample, but I more so did it to see what kind of responses I would get from people, and I
Yes.
definitely want to move forward with doing it in the future.
Yes.
It's just the thing is with creating these style, like
Yeah.
I vision my brand being like a Versace, so I love like their
Yes.
button down silk shirts. They make scarves. They make
Yes.
all the things that I make.
Yes.
So future, I do want to get to that level, but just making shirts and things like this kind of can get expensive, and
Oh,
then the
yeah.
sizing,
Yeah.
everything that I have right now is one size fit all. So
Well, that's the best way to be. I'm telling you, that one size, I love it.
oh yeah, because
You
it
don't have
can
to worry
turn into
about
a
it.
headache.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to worry
Otherwise.
about it when it's one size. I mean, because most one size covers the whole brand of sizing. Like from whether you're smaller or whether you're a little bigger, it will cover that. So that's a smart way to go.
Oh yeah, and then the more items I bring out, the more work I have to do. So I need to hire some more help. I think it's
Okay.
gonna come.
All
So,
right. Well, look, when you get ready to hire some people, let WCEG know because we'll put it out there and stuff. Anything that you're putting more jobs into the atmosphere, back into the Black community and just community in general, and that's needed. That's needed. Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
we welcome that. That sounds amazing. So you have this thing at the Emmett Park coming up that you'll be selling there, and then you have the next event will be in June
I
with the
have something in
AME.
May.
May,
Well,
okay,
no,
May.
the AME is just that was commission
That's
work. That's
commission
not an
work.
event.
Okay, okay,
Next event, I will have something at Art Tucker. It's gonna be at the Tucker Recreation Center, and I'm gonna have something with the Deltas in one of these hotels by the airport.
okay. The
The
Delta Sigma. Okay,
Sigma Theta, yeah, they're
okay.
Mad Hatters
Mad Hatters. I've heard of it.
scholarship
Okay,
luncheon. Yeah,
yes. Oh,
it's
awesome.
a fashion show too, I think.
Oh well, we look. We need to get the deets on that. Look. I love anything with fashion, of course.
That's why I said I can
So
barely keep up because I'm like
yes,
the more stuff I have to send out my email blast, gotta tell people everything, So it's like, wow.
but yeah. Well, so you know what? I'm experiencing a little bit of that myself because when we ask God to increase our territory, we don't know exactly what that means.
Yeah.
Because He was like, okay, God's like, okay, you think you ready for that?
Oh,
And then
I'm
when it
ready.
starts coming, it can get to be a little too much if we don't prepare ourselves for it. So now that you've spoken that you have to do, he's already showing you what you need to do with hiring some more help. So now you just have to walk it out,
Oh
and
yeah.
get it done. Yeah, because that'll help alleviate the stress or the time and everything. It'll just keep everything together.
Oh yeah. But those are future goals. It's gonna come in the
It's
right
coming.
timing.
It's coming. It's coming. You're gonna talk to me in 2 weeks, and I'm gonna call him. He's gonna be like, "Oh, that's my assistant. Yeah, yeah. Let me talk to Chrissy. Yeah, we speaking it into an existence.
Okay.
Yes, yes. So you started out when you were young doing the artistry. You went off to SCAD. How was your experience there? Was it pretty diverse? Did you have any problems or hiccups there? Did you see that the program was more diverse? Were there a lot of African American males and females there, or was it?
My experience at SCAD was love-hate relationship. So the positive things about it, it was very diverse, but we have a lot of African American students that attend the Atlanta campus.
Yeah.
I want to say the Savannah campus, I think they probably have a lot of whites. I mean, blacks that attend there, but I
Yeah.
think in Atlanta it's more blacks that attend the Atlanta campus. And then they also have campuses in Hong Kong, so it's more Asian there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but it's very diverse. Like we have people
Okay.
coming there from all over the world to come to the school.
Yeah.
Even if it's not in Atlanta, like you're gonna meet them at the different campuses. So I met friends from like Sweden, Zimbabwe, Germany,
Awesome.
all different parts of the U.S. So it's very diverse, and I will say that it's very rigorous. It's like they do bring a lot of professional people in the industry there. They will you get a lot of critiques. They will make sure that you're sharp and that you're representing yourself professionally. Just how the way
Awesome.
you brand yourself or whatever. But and they do have a lot of great opportunities. But what I don't like, certain opportunities sometimes that the school have, they handpick certain students who they want for certain
That's
opportunities.
what I was trying to get to.
Those
I
type of
want you to.
things I don't
Yeah.
like about the school. But I mean,
Because it should be based off of your talent, no matter what. Right. Yeah.
yes, but it's just that it can get very political. And then another thing is, I attended community college first before I went to SCAD. So I went to Georgia Perimeter College, and so
Okay.
there it was very different. It was very nurturing. It was very, even if it not just the nurturing part, the social
Yes.
aspect of it was great. Like I feel like I made friends there for life. At SCAD, I don't feel like it was that great socially. Like we didn't have events how you will see at a HBCU school or like a
Yes.
Georgia State, like where we having all these parties on campus or like SGA is hosting an event, come out to this, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
You don't really get that at art school. And the kids there are very competitive. So it's not like you getting, well, for me, I didn't feel like I got genuine relationships. It's more so
Wow.
like even
Yeah.
if you work in
Competitiveness.
fashion, so
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
probably
I
can see a lot of
know.
cutthroat
It
or
is.
like
It
stuff
is.
like that.
Oh
Or everybody
man,
think
it
they're the
is.
best designer in the world.
It is.
So
It's a
that's the
lot of
kind of
cutthroat.
atmosphere it is.
But when when you serve a higher purpose and a higher call, when you have a higher calling for your life, no matter what the next person tries to limit you and your ability to do what God has called you to do, it will always come through. He will always make room for you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we just have to remember that every opportunity is not the best opportunity. So it may have looked as though some things were being that some of you or maybe all of you were being slighted in some ways. But what I've learned just being in my life and just going through things is that any opportunity that God has for you, you will take it, you will go through it, and you will experience it if He has it for you. If it's not for you, then it won't happen. It won't happen. And a lot of times it may look like it's hurting you, but it's really helping you in the end. Because He says, no, 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 I can't send Cedric over there. Because Cedric gonna turn their house out if he goes over there, because He knows what we can take and what we can't take. Or they're not gonna treat my son right, over here. So I'm gonna shut this opportunity down and I'm gonna wait for a bigger opportunity to give to him. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So He'll use your enemies as your footstool. So, and trust me, that's what He's done. Because I guarantee you, looking back, they knew that you were going to be successful, but some of them may not have known that you were going to be this successful, and they hadn't seen anything yet, right?
Oh, they haven't seen anything
They
yet.
haven't seen anything yet, right?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
It's coming. It's coming. Yep. It's coming.
Yes.
Yep. So I mean, I'm delighted that you came out. You got a chance to come out and share with us about what you have going on. I want you to enlighten me on your fashion sense and what gives you the motivation to do some of your designs, and how do you create your stuff? Like what's in your mind?
What inspires me?
What inspires you? Well, what's going on in your head when you're thinking of some of the abstract designs that you do? Even just like with the Atlanta Skyway, right?
Atlanta Skyline?
Skyline, yeah, I said Skyway. Skyline, you know what I meant. Atlanta Skyline. That was amazing. I mean,
I'm the type of person, I say, that inspires me. Well, fashion sense, I love looking at vintage photographs or like studying old things and sometimes somewhat like bringing things newer again.
yeah.
So I'm always researching like older things. Like I was looking up older scarves, like vintage, like Hermes scarves, Ferragamo
Yes.
scarves, even Bentley scarves. And just
Yes.
seeing what type of topics and stuff they normally use. And I think I've seen like a cityscape scarf somewhere, and I was like, oh, it'd be cool if I did that for Atlanta. And I just created it and made it my own and tried to use certain landmarks that were important to me or I think that could represent Atlanta and make a cool scarf. I was really testing it out to see how it would go, and then the response I've got from it has been very positive. And I'll
Yes.
say that what inspires me though, also as an artist, I love listening to music, and I like looking at like performances and any type of art really. I like to look at a person when they're in their prime years, like their energy. I can watch an old performance of like a TLC or a Michael Jackson or something, and like this is when they finna blow up. Like you feel it when they're performing. You can see it. That energy I'm watching or if I'm listening to inspires me. Like, oh, I'm finna blow up. I'm finna make it too.
That's
So
right.
I like looking at interviews like that. I like looking like everything. I like looking at an artist when they're in their prime years. That really inspires me. That's what I do
Yes.
like daily when I'm creating stuff at home. I like to listen to things that's gonna give me that energy. So
Absolutely. So, a day with Cedric Brown is like what? Give me a I guess a grandscape of your day. It's like
I'm an entrepreneur, so every day is different. I can't
Yeah.
say one day is something because, for example, like one week I can be like working on emails for a long time and maybe working on a newsletter making boxes or something at home, researching a new design or working on some new designs. Or the next day I can be doing a photo shoot that could take up a long time. Or I could be planning my calendar for the month, looking up shows, contacting people to get in shows. I do every aspect of my business. I have shows on certain days out the week.
Yes.
So every day is different. I can't say.
I wanted you to give your audience just an outlook of your life, because it will help them, especially the ones that are trying to futurely get into some of the same things that you're into, or even in their own capacity. It will help them to be able to see that it's not just a set of things, of the same things every day that you do. It's not a ritual that you do things of different capacities each day to make your business grow and to be, successful.
Yes.
So yeah, that's why I want you to name out some of the things that you do daily, because
Right.
you have a little Cedric out there somewhere,
Oh yeah.
and they're just like, well, what should I be doing today? And they just don't know. They may not be blessed to be able to go to SCAT right now or get the scholarship, but they futurely, they're thinking, okay, well, if I start this now and I'm grinding out and I'm doing this and I'm emailing this person and I'm talking to this person, then okay, and then I wake up tomorrow and I'm going to this location to try to see if I can get in for this show. You see what I'm saying? Then it gives them an outlook of what they need to be doing for themselves, because you want more Cedrics out there. You want, to be someone's inspiration, and I'm sure you are already. One day of a young man, a young woman that's saying, "Man, I want to be just like Cedric. Cedric was awesome, and at the age of 27, he was doing this and he was doing that." See what I'm saying? Because your idol, which is who inspired you the most, as far as when you were coming up and you were looking at their work, and you modeled yourself or your business to be like.
My idols vary.
They vary.
I can't say that like it's one idol, like it's. I can tell you like who my favorite celebrities was. Like I said, I really admired like
the Versace or the.
I really admired at the time. I would say like the Sean John, like being the mogul, whatever. But I wanted my brand to definitely be like a Ralph Lauren.
Okay.
So I will say, I admire them for the fashion sense.
Yeah.
But I also admire different people in different walks of life, what they do.
Okay. Okay.
You get different things from different people.
You sure do. So with your mom, your mom does help you with the business somewhat?
Yes, ma'am, she does.
Okay. Okay. So she's helping you with the bookings of the shows and that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, and doing participating in the shows as well, and any consultation or when we're making contracts or different things like that as well.
All right. Well, give them, Mother's Day coming out. You got to give your mama a shout out now. You got to say, "Hey, Mom, thank you for all you do."
Hello, Mom. I love you. Thanks for all you do.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because, mom birthed you. You had a great upbringing, I can tell, because you're very mannerable, very respectful. You're humble. So that's a blessing. Thanks, Mom, because it's not enough of that in the world. So even that, are you doing anything as far as giving back? You were speaking of scholarships that you're working on with other companies. Are you doing anything, or are you looking to start apprenticeship program?
A lot of the give back that I do lately, like I speak at career days, or I do speaks if it's like an entrepreneur class. They may invite me to be a guest and just share tips or whatever. Right now, that's mainly what I have the most time to do.
Okay.
To give back.
Well, that's awesome, because I mean that's a start. At least you're starting the process.
Oh yeah.
Yep, because being blessed to be a blessing. When you're giving back, God gives you more, and He increases your territory. So I know you get all that, because we've already touched on that aspect of who you are. But yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. So you're free to come into schools.
Yeah, as long as it's okay with my schedule. I mean, more so I do it if I know a teacher or somebody, they reach out to me and they ask me to come do it or whatever, I'll do it or whatever, if I'm available.
Okay.
So,
that's awesome.
yes.
So you're speaking in schools, giving back to the community that way, educating young men and women when you go and speaking to them that they could do something different, So the performing arts and artistic
And I've done some
background.
like dress for success workshops and stuff like that too.
Awesome.
So
Yes. Yes.
just varies.
Well, that's very good because we definitely need more Dress to Success workshops for these youth around here. My goodness. Yeah, so that's needed. We might, I may need to reach out to you to collab on some things that I have coming up in the future for some
Okay.
Dress to Successes that I've been booked for real because uh, it's it's a lot. It's a lot, and I'm sure you know. I'm sure you know. Just the mentality of the youth and them thinking that their way of dressing somewhat is okay, and just I'm wanting to put the originality back into it. Where you had a young man that knew what a bow tie was or a tie or a belt. Forget about the tie,
But do you think
but a
like
belt.
I once was on CNN. They gave me the
Yeah.
most controversial topic ever to speak about, which was sagging pants. And I was
Oh
like, why would you
goodness.
give me this topic? But I personally don't think like the sagging pants is a big problem as it was like 10 years ago. I don't think I see it like that. But maybe it's still done. But I don't think it's
Well, not as much.
not.
It
I
is
feel like
getting
it's
better
slowly
somewhat.
fading away though. It's
Yeah.
not like it's. I don't feel like it's just such the cool thing anymore because people love the tight fitted clothes
Yeah.
nowadays.
Well, you know what? You're actually right.
So I don't.
Be- because now, when people book me, especially men, they are going more towards the shorter pants and the tighter looks than more so the saggy pants and the baggier looks. So you're absolutely right with that. It is changing up because I would say 7 years ago, it was more so the bagginess and the pants falling off, and you couldn't keep a belt around the waist and that type of thing. So that is changing up, but it's still an epidemic. Look, I'm praying for these brothers. I am. I mean, anytime I get my hands on a young man that is dressed that way, oh, I'm pulling them up. I'm cinching them in. I'm reaching out to you for one of your bow ties. Let's get them right. Let's get them right. Because it's nothing like being able to have, versatility within your wardrobe,
That's true.
And so I think that's what your pieces offer as well. A sense of versatility, They could dress this up or down, like you said, with your scarves. You could make your scarves into a top, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Make it into a top. You can make it into a belt. You can make it into a head wrap, a
Yes.
neckerchief, neck piece. You can put it on your purse.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
You can put it over your lamp shade. Whatever you want to do. It's very versatile.
So it just depends on the personality of the person that's wearing it.
Yeah. And
Right.
you can frame it too. You can put it on the wall. So
Oh no, I've never thought about that. So you have had customers to frame it and stuff, or
tell me that they're gonna do it, but I look like to visualize like how you go in the Hermes or the Louis Vuitton store. You see their
yes.
scars is on the wall.
Oh yeah, you're
Normally.
right. You're right. You're
So I try
right.
to promote it that way. Even though I don't have a physical store, but I like to show people that can be done that way too.
Okay, so is that coming up? Are you in hopes to getting your own physical store front one day?
It's not like I need to get it go.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it's not
Okay.
like something um maybe in the future, but it's not like an immediate thing that I'm looking for, to be honest with you. I like to cut costs as much as I can.
Well,
So
that's smart. Brick
I'd
and mortars
rather
are expensive.
rather
Yeah.
just get my items in more stores, other boutiques, than me having my own booth rent doing it.
So, where can they find your collections at right now, other than coming straight through you? I heard that you were in a couple of stores
Ah,
locally.
yes. So in Atlanta, I have Bill Harmon Boutique in Emmett Park. I have Boxwoods located in Buckhead. I have Squash Blossom that's in Grant Park in downtown Decatur.
Okay.
I have Square Threads that's in Marietta.
Okay.
I just got a store in Mountain Brook, Alabama
Oh.
called B Prince. I also have other stores like in Savannah, the Mansion on Forsyth Park. And I
Yeah.
have the Grand Bohemian Gallery in Charleston and Asheville, Carolinas, North Carolina, South
North
Carolina.
Carolina, South Carolina. Okay.
And I have a store also in Florida called Indigo Watercolor that carries my pieces too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you moving. You
Oh yes, ma'am.
all right.
Yeah.
Cedric, I am so proud of you. I mean anyone that's listening, when I first came across, because I do come across a lot of youth today, especially with what I do, and I didn't know what to expect. I knew that he would be good people because he came as a recommendation from family and friends, and they know I don't play. So, so when and just from speaking with him, he was very humble. He was very polite, not boastful, didn't have the big head. So, I mean, in all actuality, that's sometimes is what I come across, and this is not what I got from you. So, I was delighted to meet you because that's a big thing. I mean, and that's a big factor on whether I do business with anyone, really, in all actuality. If they're more than the room, if their head or ego is more than the room, I digress. You know what I'm saying? I tend to go away from those kind of people and attitudes and stuff because you are who you are connected to. In a lot of ways you are. So, and I've always kept that in the front scheme of things and any kind of business transactions that I do, that I keep that notion of knowing that I want it to be something that can be blessed. So you totally enlightened me. You did. You did. You enlightened me.
What, recently or when you
No,
first
just
met me?
when I first met you.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
yeah, and it's been a continuous thing. Yeah,
Okay,
but yeah,
okay.
when I first met you, yeah, yeah,
Okay. Oh, thank you.
yeah, yeah. So
You, I
that's why I
well
said shout
actually
out
when
to
I had got
mom.
the call to meet you, I was like, I didn't know what to expect either, because it's like you meet so many different stylists, and
Yeah,
sometimes it work out good, sometimes it work out bad. So I was just like, okay, I'm open to it. Be nice, because you just never know who you're
yeah,
talking to,
yeah.
and like what I've learned though, just about being in business
Oh
and
yeah,
my own personal stuff, like if you meant for you to do business and work for them, it's gonna happen. If it's not, it's not. I'm not gonna stress it out. I'm not gonna try to make a relationship
absolutely.
work. If we don't blend in, we don't fit together, we just don't, and I end it. That's
That's
just the
right.
way it goes. Because I mean,
It's not worth the heartache.
my source. You're not my source. Nobody's my source. God is my source. So we don't get caught up in
Yes,
what people got or what they don't got. And if that relationship ends, God will bring something else. So that's the way it
that
goes.
is that's the most honest thing
Yeah.
that I keep that at the forefront of everything. That's what I was saying. In everything that I do, if it's not touched by him, then it can't get touched. You know what I'm saying? It just won't be touched. And that is amazing that you said that because it's not enough people that think that way. And yeah, especially when it comes to unfortunately, when it comes to the youth, they believe that you got to physically know somebody to know somebody, to get somewhere and stuff. And I mean, yeah, God will bring people along to help to advocate your source, but he is the source. He
A
is
lot
the
of people
source.
say stuff like, not just young, older people,
Yeah, yeah.
period. Like they feel that people have those thoughts out of fear. Or they feel like, oh, I
Yes.
don't have those resources, or I can't do what you're doing because I don't got this, or I didn't go to that school, and da 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 da. Be honest with you, I don't even like to hear it, because if it's no opportunity there, you create it. That's
Woo!
basically what it is.
Say,
I had
hold
to
on, hold on,
create
hold
the
on, hold on, hold on,
opportunity.
hold on, hold on, hold on. They
Yeah.
didn't hit it. Backtrack,
So
rewind. Say that again, a little louder, because I need them to get this.
if there is no opportunity, you create it. That's just the way it goes. Because in Atlanta, it's really no fashion industry professionally like how you have in.
Yes,
But let's put it like this: I hated living in New York. Nothing's against New York. I'll go up there to do business. But by me
yes.
being raised in Atlanta, I did
Southern.
not want to live there.
Yes.
And people were telling me like, you need to stay in New York. Opportunities up there. If you want to make it in
No.
fashion, you want to blow up in fashion, you need to be in New York. And I was talking to my pastor about it, and I was talking to my mom, and I know in my heart, I did not want to be there. And it does not matter where you're located,
That's right. If you're
none of
gonna
that.
make it, honey.
You have to create your own opportunities if it don't exist.
That's right.
And so that's just what my thoughts and beliefs are on that.
That's right. You do. You have to set a room up from scratch.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, and then
Yep.
that's how the best opportunities come because a lot of my best accomplishments don't come in a way that you apply for something and you get it. Like I mean, even though I
Yes.
won things that I applied for,
Yes.
but a lot of those things become super competitive. It's too many people in your way. When you come in a whole new fresh, this ain't even never been thought of. Like
Yes.
that's better than me. I like doing things like that. And I always had millionaires or people, mentors to give me advice. They're
Uh-huh.
like, if you want to stand out in something, you go a route that nobody else is doing, and
Yes.
that's what you got to do.
And
So,
don't be scared. You can't let fear control you.
oh yeah,
You
definitely.
definitely have to, just know if God brought it to you, he'll bring you through it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I never sleep on an idea that comes from God. I never now, I have some of my own ideas. I may bypass. But when I know that is God sent, oh, I don't sleep on it. I don't sleep on it. Because it even if it doesn't come to pass at that moment that I try it, I have come across things and done some things within my time where it didn't work then, but the fact that I attempted it, it came back 10 times fold later, and that's actually what I'm living through now. Just even with some of the relationships and the people that I've met, and I've done favors that my family or friends thought that maybe shouldn't have happened, but God told me to do it, and it didn't manifest anything then, but it's definitely manifesting now. And you have to understand that if He created the room, then you must step in it. You must step in it. No matter what the outcome is, you have to step in it, and
Yeah.
you just got to take off from there. Don't
Yeah.
expect anything. Just take off from there. If it's something, it's something. If it's not, then still keep going because God will never give you something for it to be nothing.
Yes.
And that's deep.
It's
Yeah.
definitely, and you have to just start because
Yeah.
nothing's never perfect. If you wait for perfect conditions, you'll never start. So, and really, you have to. I feel like you have to start and then build off of your what you started with. Because I tell people like this being an entrepreneur, people may write a business plan, but to me,
Yes.
if you write a business plan and never launch the business, it's not realistic. So even though
Yes.
you wrote the business plan, I
Yes.
say just have that, but still get started. Within a year after you have been in business for a year, you need to rewrite that
Rewrite
business
it.
plan because you then know what you need to do for your business, where you need to go. Because at first you just writing a bunch of things because you never done it before. You just going off research, and what some may work for one person business may not work for yours, or it may work for your business may not work for somebody else's
Work for
business or
somebody
whatever.
else's.
So just start and then build and see what works and what doesn't work. So.
Yes, and that's super exciting because yeah. I always say no one has the same blessing. I don't care what you say. Look, you're not gonna get the same outcome. if,
Yes.
if it was, then everybody would be the same.
Yeah.
Everybody would be the same. Everybody would go through the same experiences, but it's not. He just doesn't build. He didn't build us up that way. That's why we're each individual. We have individual personalities and individual characteristics.
Yes.
Yep, yep. So I mean, that's just man, that's encouraging. Oh wow, I'm telling you, yeah, you see how humble he is. He just let. Yeah. Now I wouldn't say shy. I definitely would say humble because you're not shy.
You don't think so?
No,
Okay.
I don't think you. I don't think you're shy. I don't think this. I think you just sit back and you observe things and then
Okay,
you
I do.
yeah. You see, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I make calculated moves because some people may not understand me, so they may think I'm coming off as
Yeah.
maybe. Sometimes though I can be shy, I will say, but sometimes people may think I don't know what I'm doing, and I do know what I'm doing. I'm just not telling you, or
Yes.
I'm thinking ahead of what's going to happen. Not, I like have my own mind and move how I want to move. I don't like people telling me or controlling, my thoughts or whatever. So
Absolutely. Well, if you just keep it on the prize. If you keep it on the ultimate prize, then no one else will be able to control your thoughts. Family, friends, or whatever else. That's just the main purpose. If you follow His plan, then nobody else plan exists.
oh yeah,
See what I'm saying? Nobody else plan exists. So a lot of times, even with family and friends, they'll be like, "God, what is she doing?" Be like, see, they don't understand His plan. So, and no one else will understand, even not even your mom, you know, his plan, but you will understand his plan because you're the only one that he spoke that to. See what I'm saying? So you just have to keep going on his plan. So if you steer off, then it'd be your plan, not his plan, and you'll get redirected. And then when we get redirected, sometimes it discourages, you know, us, and then we end up making mistakes and doing something else. So my advice just to anybody is just to stay on his plan. Yeah, stay on the path of his plan, because then you know it's success at the end of the tunnel. It's success.
Absolutely.
Wow, so I'm excited. I think I'm really gonna come out on Saturday to check you out. You know, just to check out the event because I haven't been, and I'm always trying to, you know, get into different events and to know more about Atlanta, and the scenery and the, you know, just the movement behind. Yeah, so I'm constantly trying to get into anything, especially with family oriented, where I can bring the kids out, they can play and have a little fun and stuff. I might have to now. Do you make them small enough for little bitty kids? Because I have, you know, we have like the little. He'll be 4, and then the 7-year-old, and I just thought that would be just so cute, just to have my babies and something
I think
for
they
Mother's
have one
Day.
of my bow ties. They can probably fit,
Okay.
but besides that, oh, unless they can wear my pocket squares.
You know, pocket squares and stuff. I just thought that'd be so cute. You know, I like to put them together with little outfits on and stuff. I don't know if you saw my son that was on the other day. You know, for Easter, I had posted a picture of him, but he likes to dress.
He gets it from you, or does his
But
dad like
you know
to dress
what?
too?
We both like to dress, so
Okay.
I would say he gets it from mom and dad. And then he has grandparents and just the whole family. You know, we're into the fashion. You know, you met his aunt, so one of his aunts. So yeah, we're all into the fashion, you know, industry type, whether it be professional or just in our own mind. You know,
Yeah.
but yeah, so yeah, that one right there. Now the older boy, he, you know, they like fashion, but they're not as more involved. But he's involved. Like when I get ready to go style someone, he'll say, "Mommy, can I go with you to go style?" Or "Mommy, you going to go style this person?" Like he'll pick up the magazine or some of the people that's been in the magazine. He'll be like, "Mommy, did you style her?" So it's just so funny that even at his tender age of 3, that he understands what mommy does, you know. And so that's just really good. I know that's far away from you because you're not even thinking about kids right now. I know that's not even in the picture, right?
I do want to have kids.
Well, I know,
Like,
you know, one day,
in a few years or so.
few years, yep. So,
You
but
know how
you're,
like when you're young, you map out, oh, by this
yes,
age you want this and this,
yes.
and so yeah.
I can see a little Cedric walking around with a little bow tie and stuff, a little, a little matching shirt or something. That'd be awesome.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, that would be awesome. Yeah, see, but right now you're building the foundation for your family.
Oh
Isn't
yeah.
that amazing? I mean, that's awesome because, like I said, I encourage you to keep going and to continue to give back in the communities, um, because other young men need to see the steps that you have taken to get to where you are. I mean, at the age of 27, that's an accomplishment within itself that you have gotten as far as you have with your business plan of having your items into department stores or, well, you know, retail stores from boutiques in all over the different states. So that's in 4 different states or 5. Four to 5 different states, right?
Hmm.
I mean, but that's an accomplishment because it's hard, you know, at times to being a designer and getting people to, you know, notice you and notice your work, but then to having people of different capacities to wear your things and you just being delighted about anybody, it doesn't matter, but just anybody wearing your stuff. And I'm like that too. I'm not a designer yet, but, but you know, just knowing that when people wear your stuff where they're shouting you out, that's just an accomplishment that just amazes me, the kind of rush that I get. So I understand what you're saying, you know, just to have that same rush, be like, oh wow, you know, and you could be having a crappy day. But when you log on to Instagram or Facebook or somebody messages you and say, hey, you know what, I got so many compliments about this, then you know, it just makes your day. Well, we're getting ready to go to break, and we'll be back.
Okay.
We have about 10 minutes. So yes, Yes, yes. So we have about 10 minutes, so we're going to go to break in about 10 minutes. But I just want to, just encourage people, young people, to just stay on the grind and just continue to do what they need to do to make it and to be successful. And for you to just tell more about, your story as much as you can and to give back. What do you take a stand about? What do you take a stand for?
I want to say I definitely take a stand for the arts because I think about recently I had to write an essay about um, I work with this organization called International Paint Pals and how they have definitely played a positive influence on my life. And when the economy goes bad or anything happens, negative or budget cuts happens in the school, the
Yeah.
first thing they would want to cut out is art, or they may think art isn't important or, different things like that. So I definitely say I take a stand with that. That art is important. It teaches kids to express themselves. It builds confidence. It builds their imagination. That they can do anything they want to do. And it can also leave a message of peace or you know um, collaborate people or from different backgrounds and different things like that. So I say I definitely take a stand for the arts.
Oh, well, that's awesome. So, as far as your social media platforms, where can they find you on social media? Um, do you have a Facebook? Do you have a Twitter, Instagram? Can you give that information out? Because I know that someone is out there. I mean, probably several people want to get in touch with you. Mother's Day is right around the corner, and then there's Father's Day,
And graduation gifts
and
too.
graduation, and weddings.
Yes.
Yes. So, yeah, we want you just to
Yes.
give your information out.
My Instagram page is Cedric Brown Collections. That's CedricBrownCollections. And then you have Facebook.com/Cedric Brown Collections. And you can also follow my website at CedricBrownCollections.com. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, Cedric Brown Collections.
Yes. I don't have a Twitter. I'm not like active on Twitter.
You're
So
not active on Twitter. Okay. So you have email or anything that they
I have an email
info
address
at
too, info@CedricBrownCollections.com.
okay, info at cedricbrowncollections.com.
Yes.
Okay. And so on there they can see your pictures.
On my website you can see me. Oh, social like Instagram. If you want to see like a good like following, you can follow my Facebook and Instagram and my website. I tend to keep it updated as well. So
Okay, okay. I just think that's amazing. That's awesome. For you to just, have your information out there for people to be able to shop with you. So your delivery process, now say if someone in Atlanta wants to buy something from you and they wanted it like next day, do you have an option to where they can just
they can order it online or they can maybe message me and they're in Atlanta. We can possibly meet in person somewhere like an open place or something. But it just all depends.
Okay, so say if I was, or say if Miss Penny wanted to buy something from you tomorrow, and she needed it for an event, the next day after, which could she pay for it on your website and you bring it to her or meet her somewhere, or I mean,
Her
do you
best
do
option would
delivery?
be to message me or call me or something like that to work it out. If it was a situation like that.
Okay, okay. So to message you or to call you and everything for situations like that. So if
Yes.
someone was wanting to,
Like like a um like I don't want to just put it like I just meet people.
well, yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
know,
saying?
I
Because you
know, I
never
know.
know. But
But
a
like,
lot of
say if a
times,
stylist, so we would info you at Cedric Brown.
email me,
Yeah,
yes,
okay,
or
collections. Okay,
and
okay.
if I'm available, yes, work it out.
Let me see that. I didn't put both. I didn't put all my contacts in today. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I
Your
brought
items
some
and stuff.
items today.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No. 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 I was running out. Look, I had so much going on today, and I just threw one of my contacts in, and I was out the door. When I say I was out the door, I so yeah. So so I didn't quite get that. So I was like, huh? Yeah. So I just threw one contact in today. I normally need to have two, but I threw one contact in today. And that's just being real. So no, but he has some fabulous pieces with him that Cedric is going to show you. And these are ties and
Pocket
pocket
squares,
squares,
scarves.
scarves. Oh my God, this is beautiful. I love that. Yes, I. Oh man, I just love it. He's big on that purple. That purple is everything. I love. I'm just biased. Purple is my favorite color.
How should I open it up or?
Okay,
Oh, okay,
that.
here, okay.
Okay, you see it.
So here I do all the
Oh my
artwork on
goodness,
the
that is
fabric.
gorgeous.
And this one here has the Atlanta skyline that we were talking about a little bit earlier. Not sure if you can
Yes,
see it all the way.
yes, that is gorgeous.
And I also have I also make neckties as well.
Now that one actually matches your shirt, kind
Oh, it
of.
does. It
You
does. It's
could
the same
definitely
print.
put, yeah, put that with your shirt and stuff, and just do something a little different. That
I
is
also
awesome.
make pocket squares.
Different, just different.
Pocket
And so
squares.
this one was in a scarf, and that's one of the ones that Spice.
No, she didn't wear this one, but
Not this
it's
one.
yeah, she wore a different one.
No, she wore the green and the orange and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay, that's the one. It was
yeah.
similar, but not okay. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking. I think yeah, that wasn't that the one I was thinking about getting.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah.
Um, so
Is
these.
that one that looks like your shirt? Then?
Yeah,
Oh,
is it
this one
this
here
one?
too.
Looks like your
Yes,
shirt.
this is a pocket square.
So do you find that women wear your ties as well?
I've occasionally had women buy them for various different. They can wear them themselves too.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that. I
So
definitely
yeah,
could see that.
just have the pocket squares. Now this right here is a print that I have that has braille
Oh wow, now that's
on it,
amazing. I love that.
and this one here, uh, call this one the gray palette,
Yes.
and I also make kimonos
And
too.
you
I need to
and you
pull those
sign
out.
you have signage on most of your items, correct?
Yeah, what you mean? My
Was for your
signature?
signature.
Yes, and also
Oh,
make
that's
the
the one.
kimono. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
you
the one
have
I'm
them on.
wearing. I love that one.
The
Yes.
scarf.
Kimono.
Oh no, it's
Kimono.
actually one.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
So it has a
Chris
sleeve
bought
on it
one
on the
of
side or
I'm
whatever.
gonna take
So.
hers off of her.
Oh, I know. Look, she gonna take mine. Yes, that's a really nice one. I love the purples and the color scheme is what got me. I'm big on color and color formation, and it just blew me out of the box. Just like the different prints of color and the designs and everything. So I'm just big on that. I thought that was just fabulous, and right in time for spring and summer. That's just so pretty.
Yes, and everything comes in these boxes here too. So
So show it so because I think the microphone was
okay.
blocking it. Okay, yeah. So they get the nice little box and everything too. So now, do they need to get their orders in by a certain time if you have to ship out of state? Like what's the time frame? Do you know? Because people, the Mother's Day is really right around the corner. What is it? 2 weeks away? 3 weeks away?
I normally ship the
The
next
12.
day.
The 12th. Oh yeah, that's right around the corner.
Whenever they order, I normally ship the next day. So,
Okay, okay. So you okay?
and also I forgot that you said that I'm working on something also with United Way, and they're
Oh,
doing a fundraiser. It's May 3rd, and so on my website, I'm doing a thing that if you use the code United Way
United Way,
YPL,
YPL.
25% of the proceeds will go back to the foundation. So
Oh
that's something
wow.
I'm working on too. So while you're shopping for your Mother's Day gifts, either you can start on Father's Day
Father's
early,
Day.
or graduation gifts, or a birthday gift, or
Yeah,
whatever,
anything.
uh, or just a summer outfit, a
Yes.
vacation you can give back to a good cause, and that's until May 3rd. So that's why I said so much stuff is going on that I'm like forgetting what all
Okay.
I'm doing.
United Way.
YPL is the code.
YPL is the code. And
Yes.
and tell them where they can go and shop again because
At CedricBrownCollections.com.
so it's Cedric with a C.
CEDRIC Brown and Collections COLLECTIONS.com.
Okay. Okay. Oh wow. So that's amazing. I'm excited. I love that red. So you got the Atlanta thing going on. That is amazing. And so, can you tell me a little about the locations that you have on the scarf? Because I was noticing. I don't want to call out anything incorrectly.
Yeah.
Is Can you tell me about the Atlanta skyline, the locations that you have that you chose to go into this scarf making of the scarf? Because I think this would be really key for people that that love history.
So it's a pocket square too. So the upper side here is Buckhead. Below, you have the downtown Capitol area. This side here, I put Stone Mountain, and this part here, I put like an abstract version of trees of Piedmont Park.
Oh wow.
And I try to put like some birds and stuff also on the
No, that is that
outside
is
side.
that is funky right there. That really is. I mean, look,
Thank you.
they need to be calling, look, and putting you in there with the history. Okay, can you please give out your numbers or anything? Do you have any numbers that they can contact you?
My
Do you have a specific number, or do they have to go through email?
I have
Yeah.
a number two on my website.
Okay, okay. That's very beneficial because sometimes people. Do you take call-in orders?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so yeah, so that would be something they would need to know because you may have some people that are just too busy or they're not. Older people are not inclined sometimes to.
You can use this number 770
That's good.
569 3914.
So say it again a little louder so they can hear it.
770 569 3914.
Okay, so that's 770-569-3914.
14. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and that's how you can reach Cedric. If you're old school, like my mama will pick up a phone and call in. She's 78 years old.
Did she shop on HSN and
Oh
things
my
like that?
gosh, yeah. How did you know?
I'm just asking because I'm
Yeah.
trying to learn the consumer.
Oh yeah, she's a big HSN QVC.
Are you on any of those?
Yes,
Not yet, but I would love to give it a try.
yes. So we are coming to an end, and we just want to thank you for everything that you've done for coming out and just taking some time out for sharing about your collection and your why and what you take a stand for. And I want you to definitely go into what you take a stand for because this is take a stand again, so people can know that you do stand for something other than just Cedric Brown Collections.
Okay. Thanks for having me. I'm delighted to be here. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to talk and share my story. And I definitely take a stand for what I said. Once again, the arts. Always, I think it's important to have art programs because a lot of times in school they cater to sports or they cater to maybe the next scientist or something.
They
All
sure
different kind of
do. They
things,
sure
but
do.
they don't. Everybody has different talents. Everybody have different skills, and you know, having those opportunities, you can
Yes,
create the next Ralph Lauren or the next Andy
absolutely.
Warhol or
Hmm.
the next Michael Jackson or something like that. So I stand for the arts.
Oh, that's amazing. So we're going to shout your Instagram and Facebook out again, and we're going to give that number one more time because we want people to shop for you. We want them to be supportive of Cedric Brown Collection. I'm wearing some of his work. I have actually a couple of his pieces, and I'm proud to be wearing this brother's work. He is amazing, and you all should check him out too. Go ahead, Cedric.
All right, so Instagram is Cedric Brown Collections. Facebook, Cedric Brown Collections. Website, Cedric Brown Collections. And you spell that at CedricBrownCollections. And my contact phone number is 770-569-3914.
Okay, thank you so much for everybody tuning in. I take a stand on people being the best that they can be, fine arts, fashion, of course, God, and just the freedom to be who you are and to stand for something instead of nothing at all. And I am honored to continue to be a guest here on Take a Stand and to work up under Sister Penny Rogers, Miss Penny Rogers. It's been a blessing to just be a part of Take a Stand. And I just want to say thank you for any entrepreneur that is looking to come on and just people that are doing great things in the community to come on and be a part of Take a Stand. We would love to have you. We do take donations, and we would be honored to have a donation to come in because WCEG Talk Radio is a nonprofit community effort. So we're trying to just broaden the community and raise awareness of what we're trying to do here within the community and just be a part of something great.
All right, and I want to ask you, what do you take a stand for? Just so I can be aware.
Oh yeah, well, I kind of said it, but I'll say it again. I take a stand for anyone that's wanted to stand for something of a positive nature. And standing for something instead of nothing at all is always a good thing. So any young person that's trying to be successful within their own right, it doesn't have to be any capacity of what they're trying to do. I take a stand for women's rights, for people's individuals' rights in general. So and just for people just being positive and promoting positivity. I take a stand for families and relationships within communities. And just having a voice for women and men, having a voice within this nation. So I take a stand for all of that. And of course, I'm a child of God, so I take a stand for God.
All right, sounds good.
All right. And if you don't know me, my name is Chrissy Ray. I am one of the hosts for Take a Stand, and you can follow me at Chrissy Ray. I'm a local stylist here in the A, and you can follow me at Chrissy Ray or shop with us. We have an amazing sale going on for Mother's Day at ChrissyRay.com. That's CRISSYREY.com. And you can contact me at 678-683-8598. That's also my business line. Thank you. We receive all of you. We thank you for just being a blessing to coming out. We thank you for just taking the time to come out. And we want to give the shout out to what you're going to be doing this weekend again, because someone may have forgotten.
Emmett Park Arts Festival.
From
11 to 7.
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday.
All right.
11 to 7.
11 a.m.
to 7,
11 a.m. to 7 p.m. because you have somebody coming out there 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Everybody be gone. Everybody be gone. Okay. Well, thank you again. God bless. Until the next time.
Thank you.
All right.